the first gentleman of football makes his last appearance in the Football League. Bobby Charlton coming out with the United manager Tommy Docherty, and both teams coming onto the field at the same time to mark this momentous occasion. The crowd here absolutely packed. The gates were shut 20 minutes before the start, and in fact the two sides will precede Bobby Charlton onto the pitch because a special presentation is going to be made to him. Alex Stepney leading out the Manchester United side. Eddie McCready leading out Chelsea, but it's Bobby Charlton's day. This his 606th and last appearance in the First Division, fittingly making it in London because nowhere perhaps other than Manchester itself and in his native northeast has he been more greatly appreciated than in the capital. Not far from here at Wembley, where he won his greatest honours, the World Cup and the European Cup 2 years later. But wherever United have played in London, the crowds have flocked to see them and to see this man. And Charlton himself said before the game that he's delighted he's playing his last match at Chelsea. A ground which he's always liked, and listen at that reception. Brian Mears, the Chelsea chairman, presenting Charlton with a silver cigarette box on behalf of the Chelsea club. Louis Edwards, the United chairman, in the background. Sir Matt Busby is there as well. A moving moment. Let's hope the game we're going to see matches the occasion. As far as Chelsea are concerned, that's the team that beat Coventry on Easter Monday. And if you don't follow Chelsea, there are two names there that might be new to you. Ian Britton, the number 7, and Mickey Brolly, the number 11, two 18-year-olds from Scotland who've had their chance in the Chelsea first team recently because of this huge list of injuries that Dave Sexton has had. The substitute today, David Webb, back with the first team squad for the first time since his knee operation. Tommy Docherty also using the end of the season to blood a new young player. At number 3, Arnold Sidebottom, 19 years old from Barnsley, who made his debut on Easter Monday against Sheffield United. Stays in the defence today, which is minus Steve James. More applause for Charlton. Charlton and McCready, who played against each other 4 times in England-Scotland matches during the 60s. Referee John Yates from Redditch. Tommy Docherty back on familiar soil as well, the manager of Chelsea here between 1962 and 1967. Tommy Kavanagh, the trainer, on Docherty's right. And there's Dave Sexton, the manager of Chelsea, and his substitute Dave Webb with trainer Harry Medhurst. Manchester United a kick-off, defending the goal to the left, and Chelsea playing from the right. That's Martin Buchan wearing number 6. And every touch of the ball from Bobby Charlton will be cheered this afternoon. Ron Harris. Now Hollins. Charlton in the way. Brolly for Chelsea. Hollins has gone forward into the penalty area. It's Tony Young. Cool. Buchan. Looking for Kidd. Tommy Baldwin. Charlton. Morgan calling for it on the right wing. Charlton once more. That's Tony Young. Morgan. Chelsea have got 9 men back. One of them is Kemba. Foul given. Willie Morgan has changed his image a bit this season, shorter haircut. But what a season he's had for United. Graham with the free kick. Brian Kidd, so close. Nice touch from Osgood. This young man's done well at right back since he was converted by Tommy Docherty. Tony Young. Here's Brolly. Oh, hit Stepney Osgood. Baldwin, who went closest. But credit too to young Mickey Brolly, the outside left, who got down to the dead ball line and hit that back fast and low. Leaving it to Hollins. Hollins. Good cross. Is Droy coming in? Now it's McCready with the defenders funneling out. Rolly's on the left wing, and he's offside. Morgan's gone across to the left now. Here's Buchan. Side bottom to Charlton. Good tackle from Harris. Baldwin, Osgood off down the middle. Peter Osgood has been voted Player of the Year by the Chelsea supporters. 16 goals so far. Now Charlton. Nice play. It's got McCarry in the middle. Martin getting there as well. And Charlton wanted rather more support. In the end, he had a shot himself. His first of the match. Brian Kidd's in a lot of trouble with that leg. He was hurt very early in the game, and he's never really looked to have recovered from that. The Manchester United substitute, Trevor Anderson, has had a couple of runs down the touchline on the far side. I shouldn't think it'll be long before Brian Kidd comes off. And Brian Kidd being led off by Tommy Kavanagh, the Manchester United trainer. Disappointing end to the season for Kidd, who's come back so strongly these last few weeks after being out of the side earlier. Just waiting for Kidd to come off, but Trevor Anderson coming on 7 minutes before half-time.
Manchester United, Anderson replaces Brian Kidd.
An Irishman from Belfast, who was actually signed from Portadown by Frank O'Farrell when he was the manager at Old Trafford back in October. Morgan again. Buchan. Morgan finally making room for the cross. Anderson. There's Graham. Martin. Here's McCarry. Still a chance, Martin. Martin, who couldn't have been more than inches away from that cross. This is Graham. Well, it seems as though Bobby Charlton's last match is not quite the one that the 40,000 people in the ground hoped it might be, certainly not in the first half. Neither side really being able to step up the pace, and perhaps a reflection on that half is the fact that the man who came nearest to scoring in the second minute, Brian Kidd, is now off the field. Those four have got an interesting view, and there's the new East Stand at Stamford Bridge. halfway towards being completed now. There's another tier to go on top of that. But Chelsea are hoping it might be ready for the beginning of next season. There'll be 11,000 seats in that stand, bringing the capacity of the ground at Stamford Bridge back to about 52,000. But that, of course, is just the first phase in the big redevelopment plan. Chelsea start the second half, playing now from left to right. And here's Brolly. Draw must be favourite to win those. Here's Morgan. Anybody wandering into Stamford Bridge during this match wouldn't need to be told it was the end of the season. Not from what we've seen so far. This time it was Sidebottom who fouled. Marvin Hinton has pushed right forward as Droy prepares to take the free kick for Chelsea. Here's McCarry. Harris. Hinton stood up with the attack, the two number 5s together. Osgood now being marked by Holton. Kemba's throw. Nice return. Baldwin wasn't too far away from it. But it was a good effort from Steve Kemba. Nice move, work from the throw-in between himself and Osgood. The sort of move we've seen all too rarely in this match. Hinton's header straight to Morgan. Charlton. Hinton got there. Slow starting, but Buchan first. I can't remember Manchester United playing many tedious matches, but this has got to be counted as one of them up to now. Chelsea's free kick. Martin. Charlton still looking for the ball, moving all over the field. This is Young. McCarry. Morgan. 3 in the middle for United. 4 now. But now Baldwin for Chelsea. This is Britain. Hollins has gone steaming forward. Now he's stopped and gone to the right. Number 4. Baldwin. Osgood coming in. Almost an accident, but it's a goal. And Osgood's face says it all. He really didn't mean to do that. But though the touch was accidental, it sent the ball rolling past Stepney. His 17th goal of the season, and an immense sense of relief through the crowd, because that really has livened up what was becoming a very boring match. This is Young. Martin closing in and Hinton doing the sensible thing. At last the game and the crowd comes alive. United have pushed 3 defenders forward for the corner. There's Holton, one of them, number 5. Foul given. Those are the Chelsea supporters. Nobody seems to have let off a smoke bomb or a firework behind that goal. Plenty of police in there. Be interesting to see who the new Manchester United captain is in succession to Bobby Charlton. One wonders whether Martin Buchan might be a candidate. Brolly, Osgood, Sweet. This is Baldwin. And Osgood again. Good ball, Britain. Fine save. One of the best moves and shots of the match. Young Ian Britton, still looking for his first goal in the Chelsea first team. Won't come much nearer than that. Good stop by Alex Stepney. Now Britton again. Holton turning it out for a corner. Chelsea newly motivated now by Osgood's goal and by the crowd. Holton again. Here's Hollins. Harris. Hollins was trying to beat the offside. Linesman's flag acknowledged, but advantage allowed. Morgan. Side bottom getting a bit frustrated with the challenge from Baldwin. That happened after the ball had gone. In fact, the referee is having a quiet word with them off the ball, which is Charlton. Britain reading it well. Osgood, and again Britain. Baldwin is up on the edge of the area. Well, at different times during the match, both these young Scots boys on the Chelsea wings, Britain and Brolly, have shown their potential. Good sign, one would feel, for Chelsea next season. Could be dangerous. It's Brolly who intercepted. Osgood. Oh, yes. Brilliant. Typical piece of virtuosity from Peter Osgood. And in this sort of match, that flash of light really deserved a goal. This is Morgan, aimed at George Graham. It got there too. Charlton was coming in round the back. Martin. Graham getting up above Harris. Here's Charlton. Good ball. Macari on the far post. And another corner to United. Charlton doing all he can in these last few minutes to inspire a recovery. Dave Sexton, always the professional, getting his defenders organised. Troy, now Young. Graham, somewhat hopeful. Just 1 minute left now of the league career of Bobby Charlton. Here's Baldwin. Buchan in the way. Morgan. And again Buchan. Tony Young. Graham. Way by Hollins. Back by Buchan. can't help feeling that there'll be some sort of farewell for Bobby Charlton when the final whistle goes. And that is it. The end of a match which, for the record, Chelsea won 1-0, but the match was really all about Bobby Charlton's last league appearance. The end of his 606th and final game, and he can look back like Jimmy Greaves did and say he played everyone in the first division, in the toughest league in the world. And listen now to the applause as Charlton leaves league football. Congratulations from Peter Bonetti, a former England colleague. Charlton with a little farewell to the crowd. And what more can you say?
Bobby, as you look back on the decision to retire, have you got any regrets tonight? You must have some.
No, I haven't really, David. I've usually if I make a decision, I try to stick to it, and since I made it a couple of weeks ago, I haven't regretted it for one moment.
Have you got any sort of feeling of relief that the strain of playing is over, or training?
Football's never been a strain. Training's been a strain because it's something that you see no end to. You know, football to me has been Saturday to Saturday, and in between time we've been just training, and I see it as only a means to an end. That's got difficult for me, but the playing side I shall certainly miss. The training, not at all.
I've heard an awful lot of people talk to you, Bob, about what you've actually done in football and what you've enjoyed doing. But is there anything you've left undone as a player? Anything you wanted to do that you haven't done?
No, I don't think so. I think just to survive for so long is some sort of an achievement. There's lots of things I would have loved to have done, obviously. I'd love to have played for another 10 years, but it's not possible, I know. No, there's lots of things. I can certainly not look to anything that I haven't done, because I've been lucky to be able to have had the satisfaction of winning things that lots of other players haven't.
Actually, Bill, it is a lucky man who can say that, isn't it?
Very lucky. Bobby Charlton's been one of the greatest players that's ever played. He's played until the age of 35. He's won everything that can be won. I retired when I was 35 as a player, and I think that Bobby Charlton has done the right thing, because he can get started on the other side sooner. If he hangs on playing, then he might regret it. And I say that he's done the right thing, and I hope he sticks by his decision.
Bobby, do you think you might be tempted to become a player manager?
No, I've never looked as a player manager as being very satisfying. I think if you're going to do one job, David, you should do one job. I had temptations while I was a player to go into business, and I didn't think that it was right. And if I have designs on being a manager or going in the other side, I think I shouldn't really make it as a player manager. I know lots of players can do it and do it quite well, but I think if you're going to do a job, then you should put 100% of your efforts into it. And I don't think I would do it as a manager. As a player manager, certainly not.